Lewis Hamilton wants Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen to feel pain. Hamilton comfortably beat Ferrari's Vettel to the world title last year by 88 points. Following the first week of testing in Barcelona, where Ferrari and Red Bull came out on top, Hamilton feels the progress will only make the hurt for his rivals worse in the long run. The Brit is the favorite to win his 6th world title this year and close the gap to Michael Schumacher's all-time record to just 1. And he thinks success will taste all the more sweeter given the improvements of Vettel and Max Verstappen. Each year the goal is to get better, and, looking at our competitors out there, the more competition, the better, Hamilton said. You always want to be against the best while at your best, because then when you beat them it is more painful for them and more enjoyable for you. As Hamilton closes in on Schumacher's record, the pressure will constantly mount. But he is able to put that to one side and try to focus solely on one race at a time. I don't think it adds pressure, it doesn't really change anything, to be honest, Hamilton added. Every year you reset, you reevaluate, and you set new goals. That is the same for all of us when you come to a new year, you set new heights and new targets. So it is pretty much the same as in recent years, where we are out there to work cohesively and extract absolutely everything from ourselves as team and the car. Although Mercedes had the 3rd quickest car in the first week of testing, there was a feeling they were holding their best back. The Silver Arrows are expected to increase their performance when the 2nd week commences on Tuesday. The first race of the 2019 campaign gets underway in Australia on March 17th. Next news: Lewis Hamilton reveals Mercedes worry and teammate Valtteri Bottas agrees. Mercedes were the 3rd quickest team throughout the first week of qualifying in Barcelona. Ferrari came out on top through Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc, while Red Bull were a close second. The Silver Arrows know where the issues are, but Hamilton remained coy on the details. I won't say. I don't want the others to know what we do and don't need, the Brit admitted. However, Hamilton did acknowledge that his side have some work to do before the season kicks off in Australia on March 17th. At the moment we are behind, Hamilton added. So, we don't approach the first race currently at all relaxed, not that we ever do. We still have a lot of work to do. This is going to be the hardest year yet, but I feel I have the best group of people behind to climb that mountain together. We are going to face our toughest challenge, but I feel like I have the right soldiers behind me. Hamilton's teammate Bottas also acknowledged the issues his side face. We have work to do, but it's a good feeling in the sense that it feels like there is potential, Bottas said. We do need to make improvements. We were struggling a bit over the week to find a good balance for all the corners. There were some corners that were good, some corners we would have balance issues, and other corners we would have massive balance issues. We were getting to a much better state at the end of the week, but some of the handling issues can only be sorted with some upgrades. We're hoping to fix those hopefully soon. Next news: Lewis Hamilton reveals what he wants to see during 2019 season, involves Fernando Alonso. Hamilton has ramped up his preparations for the season-opening Australian Grand Prix this week by taking part in testing in Barcelona. And he goes into the new campaign as the man to beat, having played a key role in Mercedes' dominant stint over the past 5 years. Ferrari are resting their hopes on Leclerc and Vettel this time around after the French starlet replaced the departed Kimi Räikkönen. As well as competing with Enco, Leclerc and Vettel are expected to experience an inter-team rivalry. Hamilton has now likened Ferrari's decision to pair Leclerc and to his time alongside Alonso at McLaren in 2007. And he's intrigued to see how the situation develops, with the duo at different stages of their respective careers. The great thing with a youngster is that you're energized beyond belief and determined, and you have more energy than the elders do, so as I say, it'll be interesting to watch, Hamilton said, when asked about Leclerc joining Ferrari. I've been in that same position that they're in at McLaren, so you've seen it in one realm, it'll be interesting to see it in that one. He's obviously very quick, very talented, and most likely he is going to surprise many people. But, in Vettel, you're talking about a veteran out there now who's a 4-time world champion. There's no substitute for experience, so it will be interesting to see how those two parallels work together. Sebastian is a multi-world champion, and Charles has a lot of experiences to go through. Leclerc is rated as an outsider to secure the World Drivers' Championship, given 2019 is his second season in. And Hamilton believes it is too early to determine whether the 21-year-old will be involved in the title fight. Time will tell, Hamilton said, when asked if Leclerc can challenge for glory with Ferrari from the off. I think it would be unfair to put that kind of expectation on his shoulders. It's only his second year. He's young, he's going to make mistakes. Hamilton and his F1 rivals will take to the Albert Park track in Melbourne on Sunday, March 17. Alonso, meanwhile, will merely be an interested observer, having quit F1 at the end of 2018. The Spaniard is now pursuing his dream of claiming motorsport's Triple Crown on a full-time basis. Thank you for watching the video. Be sure to share and subscribe to your channel to get the latest sports news around the world. Wished health and success. Goodbye.